Hey guys, what's up? My name is Chaotic and welcome back to another Grand Theft Auto 5 video here on my channel. Now in today's video, I'm going to be sharing 10 more tips, tricks and secrets with you guys that you need to know about the Smuggler's Run updates in GTA Online. This being episode number 3, if you guys want to check out any of the previous episodes, you can of course do so. You can find links to those in the video description. Otherwise, with that being said, let's get straight into things then and start things off with the first tip. Okay then guys, now to start things off, this first one is actually very useful and many of you guys may not know about this. In fact, I didn't know about this until early today when one of my friends told me about this. It involves the planes which can drop bombs. Now did you guys know when you toggle the bombing camera, you no longer have to worry about flying the plane, because toggling this camera will also put the plane into autopilot mode. It's a super cool feature and actually works pretty well too, so it means you can focus on the bombing process whilst the plane does all the flying for you. Now of course you might question what happens when there are obstacles in the way such as hills or buildings. Well, to much surprise, the plane itself will actually try and fly around these. As you guys can see in the gameplay, the plane itself is very slowly going higher and higher to miss the buildings in front of me. So just before you activate this, make sure you're flying in the right direction and at roughly the right height, and the plane will do the rest. Anyway, moving on, and up next, this next trick applies to those players who own an Ultralight, the awesome little glider added with this update. Now in case you guys didn't know, there are a few customizations for this one. You can upgrade the propeller on the back, and if you guys haven't fitted the muffled carbon prop yet, I would definitely recommend doing so. Not only is this thing going to be much quieter with that, but as you guys can see as I take off, I receive a notification in the top left hand corner which reads, "With the muffled carbon prop equipped on this aircraft, you will be off the radar when gliding or accelerating gently." So basically, as you're gliding in midair or very slowly accelerating, both you and the vehicle will not be on the radar. Which sounds great, it's definitely worth bearing in mind, and although this prop can be quite expensive, I believe the price of this one is about $312,000, but do bear in mind, you won't always be off the radar whilst flying around in this thing. Literally, you will be on the radar if you're just accelerating, but if you let off the accelerator and you just glide or only accelerate very slowly, you'll notice in the bottom left hand corner, your blip is flashing. And when it is flashing, it means you're hidden from the radar. But as soon as it goes solid again, it means other players in the lobby can see you both on the radar and the main map. Anyway, moving on though to tip or trick number 3, this one also being pretty useful. Did you guys know if you have a wanted level, you can still go inside of your hangar and you'll lose it instantly? So as you guys can see right now in the gameplay, I just took out a plane, I got a 2-star wanted level instantly. There are a number of military personnel pretty close by. I took out one of them and went straight into my hangar with the 3-star wanted level. I was able to go inside, and upon doing so, I lost that 3-star wanted level. I then turned around and went straight back outside and was fine to continue on. So basically, if you have a wanted level, you can lose it instantly by going inside of your hangar, no matter which one you own or how close the cops are. So definitely bear this in mind when you're doing things in GTA Online. Just run straight inside of your hangar and you'll lose it instantly. Now speaking of entering hangars, let's move on to the next trick. Now did you guys know you can actually enter the hangar at any speed? Again, it doesn't matter which hangar you own, but basically what you want to do is make sure on the plane which you're using, you have the wheels down and they're touching the floor as you go towards your hangar. And as you get close, just spam the button which allows you to go inside of your hangar. So on PC, it's the E key for example. I believe on controller, it's right on the D-pad, and it will put you inside of your hangar no matter what speed you're traveling at. So this just means if you're being chased or if other players in the lobby are hanging around the hangar, maybe looking to kill you, you haven't got to slow down and be careful going back in. You can actually go at full speed and you can still go into your hangar. Now inside the hangars themselves, in case you guys haven't taken a good look around yet, on some of the platforms and in the rafters, you can find weapons and ammo for some of those weapons too, for the heavy sniper and for the homing launcher especially. I haven't seen ammo for any of the weapons just yet. If you guys have though, of course let me know. But just like on your yacht or inside your underground bunker, you can also find ammo in your hangar. Now, if for some reason you guys hadn't noticed already, the Smuggler's Run update is very expensive. In fact, it is the most expensive update in GTA Online, costing over $75 million to buy everything, including the unreleased drip-fed vehicles coming over the next few weeks. But in case you guys didn't know, if you can't afford some of these new aircrafts but you want to give them a try, what you can actually do is make your way into the creator mode and create your very own deathmatch or capture mission, and in these you can spawn in any of the new aircrafts from the update, which are available to purchase right now, which means you can fly around with these and test them out if you haven't got the money to buy them in free roam. Now again, as I'm sure you guys have discovered over the last few days, you can now store any Pegasus aircraft in your hangar. This includes the Luxor, which I have in the gameplay, the Savage, the Cargo Bob, the Titan, and so on. This does work with any Pegasus aircraft. But if for some reason once you've stored one of these and it becomes a personal vehicle and you don't want it anymore, if you go into the customization menu, you can remove it from your hangar. But by doing this, it classifies as a vehicle being sold. Although you don't receive any money for it, it adds to your daily sell limits. And in case you guys didn't know already, if you sell more than 2 personal vehicles every 48 minutes in the game, you become a repeating offender, which basically means that your account can become limited, or you can be classified as a cheater and put into a cheater lobby if found doing this numerous times. Even if these vehicles haven't been glitched or exploited into your hangars, if they're genuine vehicles you've bought and put in here, the system is so broken, you might actually be punished for doing this too often. So never use the remove feature to remove aircrafts from your hangar, just place them into storage. There is no limitation on how many you can put in the storage option. Anyway, moving on though to the next one, this one being an Easter egg which many of you guys may have not noticed when taking a look at some of the new clothing items from this update. If you make your way to tank tops, there are 3 in this category which are referencing previous GTA games. The first one being the light blue Liberty tank. This one references GTA 4 with Liberty being the city and 08 being the year in which it was released. Scrolling down further, you'll find the beige San Andreas tank, San Andreas being the game title, and 04 being the year of release. Scrolling down further, you'll come across the pink Vice City tank, which of course references GTA Vice City, and 02 being the year 2002 it was released. Anyways, moving on then to the 9th thing that you guys may not know about the Smuggler's Run update. Did you guys know there is a huge profit bonus for sourcing just one type of cargo in your hangar business? So as you guys can see, for example, in this screenshot, the user has just sourced the narcotics cargo. And you can see there is a huge 70% bonus on the narcotics, which now means they can sell the entire cargo, all 50 crates, for a total of 850,000, which is a huge bonus. It means they can now profit an extra 350,000 on the usual amount, which is usually just 500,000 for 50 assorted crates. So if you guys are looking to make the most amount of money then from these hangars, you might consider this being the best. Well, there are actually a few different methods you guys do want to consider instead of just going for one type of cargo. And if you guys didn't watch my video from earlier where I discussed the best way to maximize the amount of money from the hangar businesses, then I definitely recommend checking that video out. There will of course be a link in the description. Now, as you guys saw in that screenshot just a few moments ago, the user received a 70% profit bonus on the narcotics cargo in which they sourced. And you might expect this profit bonus to be the same on all the cargo types, no matter which one you select to fill your hangar with. Well, as it turns out, this is not the case. Some cargo pays out more in the terms of bonus percentage than others. So early today on Twitter, TezFunds2 shared this tweet. Narcotics, medical supplies, and chemicals all have a 70% profit boost when you fill your hangar with just one of those. Then it's 60% for just the animal, art, and jewelry, and then just 50% for tobacco and counterfeit goods. So basically, when you guys are sourcing goods, you want to focus on the narcotics, medical supplies, or the chemicals to maximize the amount of money you can make from those supplies. But do bear in mind this profit bonus only applies when you're sourcing just one of the resources. So definitely focus on sourcing narcotics, medical supplies, and chemicals, because those are the ones which you can make the most amount of money from if you fill your hangar with just one or two of these. But if you guys want a full explanation on how to maximize the amount of money you can make from the hangar business, like I said, check out my video from earlier on where I explain everything and how to maximize your money and make millions as quickly as possible. But that's pretty much it then for this episode. So those are 10 tips, tricks, and secrets that you may not know about the Smuggler's Run update. If you guys want to check out the other 2 episodes, you can of course do so. There are links to those in the video description too. Plus, right now I'm doing a shark card giveaway every single day this week in celebration of the Smuggler'S Run update. If you guys want the chance to win a $3.5 million shark card, click the link in the description and enter. But if you guys could drop a like on this video, it would of course be greatly appreciated and it helps me out a lot. Also be sure to leave a comment on this video and let me know of any other tips, tricks or secrets. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, make sure you do because I upload all the latest and the greatest Grand Theft Auto 5 content. So as always guys, thank you very much for watching and I will see you guys next time.